Okay, in this video I'm going to show you a little advanced concept we haven't really done yet, but if you really want to be able to um, actually fire some projectiles and do it rapidly, because what I had shown you earlier, you can only have one on the screen at a time. This I can have several at a time. I can even control the fire rate, how quickly they can fire. What you're going to do that, to accomplish that, you're going to do this concept called cloning, which we haven't really done. It sounds very scientific. But if you click on your bullet, over here in his brain, basically there's this thing that says I can create a clone. Now this bullet right here is on the screen, but as soon as things started, he just hit himself and stood there, invisible. Then what's going to happen is when the green flag clicks, instead of this bullet moving, he's basically going to create a clone of himself. So when the green flag clicks, he just forever starts waiting to say, he's saying, did they press space? Did they press space? Did they press space? When he hears him press space, he does this block called create a clone of myself, which is here in the control. And then it waits, and this right here controls your rate of fire, because it waits before it asks. This kind of slows down the next, did they press the space? If you take this wait block out, it just fires. You can hold down space and fire as many lasers as you want all day. So this controls and makes it wait before it can fire the next one. So all you did was clone him, which is all right. Then you have this other thing that says, what should I do when I begin my life as a clone? Which is a little complicated and sounds like a science fiction movie. But when I begin my life as a clone, I'm going to go to the spaceship and I'm going to show myself. So if I just did that right now, basically I'm leaving all these little bullets all over the place because they just went to where the spaceship was and stood there and showed themselves. But then I'm going to say, once you go to the spaceship and show yourself, then move up the screen, ask if you're touching the edge, ask if you're touching the edge. And so that makes him move, ask, and then there's a block called delete this clone. So basically, you can create a clone, you say what to do when I was born as a clone, and you can also say this clone should just delete. So basically, that clone, when he hits the edge of the screen, just completely deleted himself. Which is really cool. Now the hit detection I have here is in the cat. So if it's the cat says if I'm touching the bullet, then I let people know that and blah blah blah. So the hit detection is there in the cat. But when the cat, this is kind of crazy, broadcasts the hit message, when the bullet hears the hit message, he says, I'm going to delete this clone. So there's two ways for this bullet to go away: when it hits the edge, also when it receives the hit message because it hit the cat. So that's a way you could do some pretty advanced cloning and shoot some bullets, which is pretty cool. So just when they press space, you create a clone. When you start your life as a clone, you move forever, and there's two ways that you might delete this clone. And that could give you infinite missiles.